The Successful Encore Career Podcast is brought to you by Central Ohio Area Agency on Aging and Nationwide Insurance.
Thank you for joining the Successful Encore Career Podcast. This is Carol Ventresca, Executive Director of Employment for Seniors. April 23rd through the 29th is National Volunteer Week. We thought this would be a great opportunity to explain the many ways a volunteer experience can help you in your job search. Often individuals wonder how they have time to volunteer. Just know, each of us can make a difference in our world. We can help others and make organizations better. The ultimate volunteer opportunity may also teach us something new. You may be in need of updating your computer skills, or maybe it has been a long time since you've worked in an office situation. Volunteering at a great nonprofit could also provide you with chances to learn new computer programs, schedule other volunteers, or provide customer service on the phone or in person. You may be in need of a chance to update your communication skills, or how to analyze information, or possibly how to carry out the plans for a project. Such skills can make you a valuable job applicant. Volunteering provides you with the means to learn those new skills or update your current skills in a positive environment with little or no risk. Give some of your time and create a path to a great new job. Employment for Seniors has an incredible team of volunteers, including our job counselors, our network administrator, and others assisting in our office. I've invited several of our volunteers to join me today. They all have important messages just for you.
This is Steve Benison. I'm a volunteer for Employment for Seniors, as well as another organization called Career Transition Institute. The question was, how does this value?
Yes, Steve, if you could tell us about the value that you have found in volunteering, and how is that helpful to those who are job seekers?
I think I'll take the second part of it first. How it values a job seeker is that often questions come up as to what have you been doing during this period of unemployment. If you volunteer in something that could be especially helpful to an employer or increasing your skill sets or something that you have wanted to do for a long time, this is certainly an opportune time to do it and have gains from it.
I'm Skip Dodson. I've been volunteering at Employment for Seniors for 7 years.
Skip, you and I have talked a lot about volunteering because you're also a volunteer at Ohio Wesleyan University.
Yes.
We find our clients wondering, why is volunteering so important? And you might be able to provide us with a couple of clues as to possibly somebody you know who's volunteered who's found a job, or how that has helped you in previous job searches.
Well, one of the biggest tenets of finding a job is basically networking, getting yourself out on the street and telling the world that you're looking for a job. One of the tried and true tenets of the employment industry since it was invented is that 80% of the jobs that are out there are never posted anywhere. So if you're looking in the newspaper or you're looking online, you're only looking at 20% of the iceberg.
Exactly, right.
So, and particularly if you've been out of the job market for a while, why you're not out there and in the real world. So any kind of a volunteer job that you have puts you in contact with a different group of people than you normally associate with, and it helps you get your job, gets you out in front of other people, different people, and get you known.
That's a great point. Thank you very much, Skip. Thanks for that information. Martha?
My name is Martha Cotton, and I'm a volunteer with Employment for Seniors. I've been here, I think I'm going on 4 years now. I also volunteer for Licking County Arts. But I have always found volunteer opportunities are things that people, there are so many different ways that you can volunteer. If you only have a very limited amount of time, there are opportunities to do that, or to take on, bigger projects or leadership roles. And one of the things that we sometimes hear from clients is that a job may be asking them if they have ever led a team or, been in that kind of position. And if they haven't, in their work location, they may very well have had a leadership position in some volunteer organization they work with. And sometimes they overlook that when, in fact, you're demonstrating so many of the same skills in those volunteer leadership positions as you might in a work. And so we don't want our clients to overlook all of the types of skills that they've developed and actually exhibited in any volunteer, whether it's in a youth organization or a church or any type of organization. They might want to just sit down and think about what are some of those skills that I've demonstrated in my volunteer work that I've kind of forgot to tell people when I'm looking for a job.
Exactly. And I think the other thing that clients forget is that if you are doing professional skills in a volunteer opportunity, that can be utilized on your resume so that you're closing gaps on the resume. You are adding skills that you can't show from a paid work experience. And as long as you're truthful that it was a volunteer opportunity, those are great pieces of information to add to a resume in terms of being a more valuable job applicant to an employer. So great. Thanks, Martha. I appreciate that. David, tell us about you.
Carol, thank you. I'm David Taylor, an Employment for Seniors volunteer counselor, and I'm relatively new at this. I've only been doing it for several months, but one of the things I hear a lot of from our clients is they're really looking to change careers. After 20 years or 15 years in the same career, they do want to find something new. So being a volunteer provides exposure to different types of opportunities, and it also gives them a chance to test the waters and see if it's really something they want to do. Nobody wants to sign up for a new job thinking this is a new career path for them, and then realize months into it that they made a bad decision in the route they took.
That is a wonderful additional piece of information, and I appreciate you bringing this up. Oftentimes, I talk to clients and they don't even think about working in a nonprofit. Well, how much better is it to understand how nonprofits work than to be a volunteer? So that's one example. But also, say you wanted to go into an educational environment but had never worked there, you can easily volunteer in some educational institution and help young kids or older students or even college students. And that, again, is a way to, with no risk, find out more about a job that you might be interested in. So that's also great information. I want to thank you for listening to us today and to seriously think about being a volunteer in a wonderful organization in your community, but also how those volunteer opportunities can lead you to a whole new idea on your next career. So hopefully this has been helpful to you, and we hope to hear from you, and you will hear from us again on the Successful Encore Career Podcast. Thanks again. You can find many great nonprofit organizations in Central Ohio through Hands On Central Ohio. Just check their website at handsoncentralohio.org. Or for those of you who live outside of our community, just check out the website volunteermatch.org.
Circle270media.com